Alright, hello fun and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Colt Mk.40 L45 automatic cannon mod, which is being made by user The Sixth Messenger. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is an absolutely wonderful new heavy weapon in the form of a shoulder-fired autocannon. And I love this thing because it's ridiculous. Who takes an autocannon and thinks, yeah, you know what? Shoulder fire that. That sounds perfect. I mean, thanks to this game having power armor, does actually make some semblance of sense, but still, it's just a ridiculous weapon that, honestly, I think fits quite nicely here in the Fallout world, and is just fun to play with. So let's jump on over here and have a look at what exactly we are getting with the automatic cannon, which in its most basic and standard of forms will do 80 damage with a firing rate of 16, range of 150, accuracy of 55 for an incredibly heavy weight of 37.7. This is a heavy weapon after all, so that absolutely makes sense. And as you can see here, it is a pretty good looking gun. I absolutely love just the gigantic industrial size spring back here for the actual loading mechanism on this thing. It's just ridiculous, and I love it. Now, we do also have a pretty good list of different modifications over here, both having a lot of categories to help with your different stats, but also some good cosmetic ones as well, and plenty of different options for things like sights, magazines, and just all sorts of other stuff. It is pretty darn good, and I quite like it. A few small oddities, mainly with some of the standard items actually requiring perks to build, which is unusual for standard items. Typically those are the easiest and cheapest to make, but oh well, what are you gonna do? But yeah, still pretty good list. Absolutely lovely, large list of things. So how do you get your hands on one of these wonderfully powerful guns? Well, first and foremost, you are gonna need some requirements, specifically DLC requirements, those being Automatron, Far Harbor, and of course Nuka World. With those installed though, you can jump straight on into here. There are a couple of Nexus mods that are recommended but not required, but yeah, just those DLCs are the only ones that are absolutely required for this thing to function. And once you've got all that sorted, it's kind of a two-tier system as to how it does inject it into the level loot system. And that's because at level 45 is when you're going to start seeing these things on Brotherhood of Steel soldiers. And then, a couple levels later, at level 50, you'll start seeing them also on trappers, gunners, and the occasional enemy legendary. Now, besides those level loot list bits there is also one unique version out in the world for you to find, and it is pretty powerful gun. It's enjoyable. But yes, one unique one out there. Other than that, those couple of factions that'll have them, and boy, this is a gun you are not going to want to come up against in the world, because, well, you can get a lot of damage out of these things. I haven't even figured out max damage because I haven't gotten all of the perks possible up to their highest levels, because there's quite a few different perks that actually do affect this gun. Of course, being a heavy weapon, it is going to be affected by heavy gunner, but some of the modifications on these things go with commando, some with explosives, some with nuclear physicists, and many others. So there's a lot of potential for some super high damage out of these guns, which is pretty great. But even in its basic form right now, I'm of course doing more than the standard. That's still a lot of damage for just, you know, the standard version of the gun. Of course, that is because of some of the various perks that I have had to get for mods on this thing, but let's go take a look at the modifications we do have to, well, get a better sense of all those different perks that are going to be required. Starting with the receiver category, where we have a whole lot of receivers in here. We've got the pretty typical fare of light, calibrated, tuned, etc. And we have them all in either semi-automatic or automatic varieties here, so that is quite nice, which does give you a huge list here. And the most powerful individual per shot is going to be the sniper one here at 230. Of course, needing sniper and gun nut for that to work. And then, of course, you know, with the auto receivers, you're going to need commando over there. Now then, the barrel category, we've got a stub, short, long, light stub, light short, sniper, light long barrel, and light sniper barrel, which is when this thing really starts getting into ridiculous lengths, but really going to help with that range. Now next is the grip category, one of the smaller ones here, where we either have the standard, a light, or heavy grip there, which honestly, just from the look of them, I think the two should be reversed, just personally. I mean, obviously that's made of metal, so improved bash, but I don't know, that one just looks chunkier to me. But hey, that's just me. And then the magazine category, we've got some fun stuff here of a small, standard, medium, large, and also a drum magazine. And then, of course, we have quick eject versions of all of those, which is always good to see. Boy, though, requiring up to Commando 4 to get that quick eject drum mag. Whew. Now on the sights, we've got a lot of stuff here. We've got standard iron, gunner sights, reflex, combat, a series of scopes at different magnifications, a ballistic shield if, you know, you want that, and then, of course, night vision scopes of different magnifications as well. Now then, the muzzle category, another sort of small category here, where we got a nothing, compensator, muzzle booster, muzzle brake, advanced muzzle brake, bayonet brake, and finally a suppressor, which again adds massively to the length and is kind of strange having that on an autocannon, but you know, hey, why not? Then we have the ammo category, where we have the standard high explosive armor piercing, but we also have depleted uranium, high explosive high capacity, semi-piercing explosive incendiary, and training ammo for, you know, training purposes. All very fun, different ammos to go with. And then finally, we've got our main aesthetic category here of, well, 4 different paint schemes, either Army Green, Brotherhood of Steel, Enclave, or Gunner Green. All pretty cool there, adding in some fun little details and just making the gun look pretty nice. Now, about the ammos. Because we have so many different ones of them, we do have the ability to actually make them over here in any chemistry station in the world, where you are going to need different ranks of perks here. So the standard armor piercing is going to need gun nut, the depleted uranium is going to need nuclear physicist, explosive demolition expert, incendiary science, and the practice one back to gun nut there again. And then we have some, you know, the ability to scrap these using scrapper. So always good and nice there. And yeah, so that is nice to be able to make that ammunition, because, well, boy, you're going to go through a lot. Well, if you're going with the automatic ones at the very least. But let me grab these things and let's start taking some shots with it, starting with, of course, the standard gun here. Am I over encumbered now with all 3 of these? Surprisingly, no. There we are. And just with the standard basic gun of it, it's already incredibly powerful. So let's take some shots. And there we go. Simply take off that gigantic mag on the top of the thing and replace it, and bam, we're good to go again with this very damaging explosive magazine. Which also, why? You know, I didn't even notice that before. Why did it have so many bullets in the magazine a moment ago? That was an odd glitch that I didn't realize was happening until we reloaded with the standard 4-round magazine. Why did we have 16 in there before? That's for the, not the drum, the large magazine should be 16. They go from the smallest at 2, standard at 4, then 8 round, 16 round, and 32 round. So, that was a weird glitch, but hey! Oh well. It seems to have fixed itself now, so all good there. Now let me go ahead and grab... Oh boy, which one are you? Ah, the overpowered receiver. Yes, the sniper one that I made here. which, as you can see, 160 on physical damage and 135 on energy damage on this thing, using some nice incendiary rounds. I don't know why I chose incendiary for the sniper version, but hey, good times. Nice little scope in there, and just a giant plume of fire. Oh, it's magnificent. It's magnificent. And even with its slow fire rate, I mean, you can still put a couple of rounds down range pretty quickly with this thing. So certainly not too shabby at all. Well, let's then go to my automatic autocannon one that I made here, which is using depleted uranium rounds. So only 86 physical damage, then 15 poison there, went 100 radiation. So fun on that one, and of course, it's fully automatic. And there we go, a gigantic drum magazine, causing this particular version of the gun to literally take up half the freaking screen, but still fun. I mean, come on, we've got a 32 round autocannon firing fully automatic, sending depleted uranium rounds downrange at your enemies. This is going to kill everything around. I kind of wish I would have made this one the incendiary or, you know, the high explosive, but yeah, oh well. It's still fun. So let's take a look at this thing in use against some Deathclaws, and quite honestly, we could probably kill a Deathclaw easily with the standard one, but let's try with this one first. We'll probably kill one with all three, frankly, to be honest with you. Because why not? They'll be easy to handle with these. Hello, Deathclaw. Each autocannon. And he's already almost dead. I've missed a few rounds there from the range, but, you know. Come back, please. I would like to kill you with the remaining 8 rounds that I have, if possible. Uh-oh. Probably not. With my shooting. Oh, yep, not with my shooting. Oh, boy. You missed me. Ha, ha, ha. He took that swing. He gave it a go. It didn't work out for him. All right, there we go. Yes, if I would have been a bit more accurate, we probably could have finished him off easily with just the first drum magazine. But, oh well, what are you gonna do? Let's go to our overpowered one here with the incendiary. Grab another friendly Deathclaw, and you know what? Get him in the belly. There we go. Oh, nice. And he is just on fire forever now. Well, I mean, not forever, but close enough. He'll be dead soon, so that's technically forever for him. Oh, I hate when they hide back there. There we go, he's down. And we might as well try it with the high explosive standard one here, which I find hilarious, is armor piercing and high explosive round. So good times, grab a third Deathclaw. Hello, you. Yep, that did a decent amount of damage just on him there. Yeah, we'll definitely be able to kill him. It'll take a couple of magazines, but oh, he's back there now. Still damaging him with the secondary splash damage from the round. Always good. Ow, I hurt myself. Of course I did. Come back. Well, missed those. Can't see where he is now. That's the one problem with this gun. It takes up so much of the screen that it does become difficult to see where in the world they are sometimes when you're trying to shoot them. But still, overall, it is a fun experience that I very much have been enjoying. It's just a ridiculous gun, a fun new heavy weapon to try out here, and honestly, I think that's something we need more of. We don't get to see too many heavy weapons being added into the game. It's mostly light armaments, so anything like this is always, I think, very welcome in the game. And so if you'd like to take a look at this for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description of the video as per usual. That's going to be it for this one today. Hopefully you all have enjoyed and you do come back for whatever mod we look at next. I got a couple of ideas actually for the next one. But until that time, thank you for watching. As always, well, have a good one.